Hey everybody, you're watching the Christiana 321. I'm the Christiana.
I am the Christiana.
And welcome to Vlogmas Day 16. How's your Vlogmas going?
Really good. I'm still working on day 1 though.
That's fair. You were busy with the sale. The sale's over now, so.
Yeah, but I'm already so far behind.
Cheers. So we watched a movie. What was it called?
Candy Cane Lane.
Candy Cane Lane. Most of the time when I do these, it's Netflix movies, but this one was on Amazon Prime. So we watched it so you don't have to, and we're going to give a quick, fun review without too many spoilers. So, how would you describe this movie?
It was a fun Christmas movie, and it had Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. I feel like I've been watching a lot recently that are kind of Hallmarky, and this one was not Hallmarky.
This one was a fun one.
It was fun. It had magic. It had evil elf.
It had Black Santa.
It had Black Santa. Although that's kind of a spoiler.
Eh.
I mean, you knew if Santa was going to show up that he was probably going to be black.
Yeah, it's an Eddie Murphy movie.
But you didn't know that Santa was going to show up.
Yeah. Also, Santa was really young and had a really fake beard.
I didn't think it looked that fake.
I thought it looked really fake.
I'm not very good at telling fake beards.
It looks like something from Spirit Halloween in the dollar section.
I disagree, but maybe. But it was a super cute family movie. There's a curse that they're trying to break, and
Picture like Jumanji, but Christmas.
Yeah, and lots of birds. So many birds.
I know.
One of the plot points was kind of around the 12 Days of Christmas song, and it came to life because Jumanji.
And you saw, in, I'm assuming, a recent Vlogmas video of yours, that she did not think that the 12 Days of Christmas, the number of birds repeated for each verse of the song, and it was proven that they do in this movie.
I think that is it, Vlogmas Day 18.
Oh, then you will soon see that she's going to be wrong.
Look, all I'm saying is I interpreted it the way that Eddie Murphy and his whole family interpreted it. You interpreted it the way that the evil elf interpreted it.
The elf, the one that comes from Christmas. Even Santa interpreted it the same way.
I feel like Santa was on Eddie Murphy's side, but then once he realized that the elf was being tricky, helped figure out the
song gets sung 12 verses.
Right. It's just repeating what you've already received for Christmas.
Yeah, but you get, on the first day of Christmas, you just get this. On the second day of Christmas, you get that again, and this, and so on, and so
on
forth.
The first day of Christmas, you get the partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, you get 2 turtle doves. And remember, wasn't it so cool when I gave you the partridge in a pear tree?
No, it's you get 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. They don't say, and remember the partridge. They say you get that and.
Yes, you received all 3 of those birds. However, the one you only received on the first day. But
Had it
now,
been
since
your way, the lyrics would be, on the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves, notwithstanding the partridge in a pear tree that you received yesterday. And that is not the lyrics.
That's because do you know what that song is based off of?
No, I do not.
The Apostles' Creed, or the Nicene Creed. I don't remember. Probably, but I'm talking about the prayer in the Bible. Is it in the Bible? I feel like the Apostles' Creed's in the Bible.
Assassin's Creed, that's what I'm thinking of.
No, it was a way to like remember each of the lines of the prayer without getting caught being Catholic.
Well, maybe that prayer is different, but the song is written in a certain way.
Yeah, to make it sound lyrical and beautiful.
Yeah, I prefer Creedence Clearwater Revival. That's the better Creed.
I like Creed from The Office.
I don't know what that means.
The character named Creed. It's also the actor's name. He played in a band. I don't know what band.
So what I don't get, the biggest plot hole in this movie. See, there's a real candy cane lane. It's in Milwaukee. Same thing. All the houses are decked out and everything. But there's a line of cars, hours long, going like 3 miles an hour to look at it all the time. Yet every time we saw that street, there were no cars.
Well, basically every time we saw that street, other than during the daytime, all of the nighttime scenes, there's a parade going on. So I bet
there were 2 other nighttime scenes. One, I don't remember what was happening, but the second was when she was running to the mailbox to drop off the letter. Not a single car.
That's true. That's true. Maybe it was because it was in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. or something.
All the Christmas lights were on.
That's true.
And the other thing that I find odd is, so, spoiler, Pip is super old. He's friends with Charles Dickens. Charlie Dickens, he called him. But all the other ones were more recent. What happened to the elf between like 1850 and like 2017?
We don't really know anything about the carolers, though. Like, one of them had a very modern, like, present day kind of outfit on, but there were 3 main, like, cursed people that you interacted with, and then there was a group of 5 or 6 carolers that anytime you said something that sounded like a Christmas song, they would start singing that Christmas song. And I believe they were played by pentatonics. Anyway, I don't remember how any of them were dressed, though, other than the one that had the very shiny jacket.
But I mean, between 1850 and 2017, she got 5 people. But then 2 more.
Well, people got naughtier.
I guess.
Maybe she was on vacation. Maybe that was, like, she was forgiven for a little bit.
Also, the girl that was the little glass ornament was really dumb. I Googled frankincense and myrrh. Both of those things are easily available. Why did she even bother going to Sephora for it is beyond me, but why is that the only place she looked?
Yeah, I don't understand hers. I mean, I guess I'm also wondering what the trick was at the last moment, because the elf at the end of your challenge time would always add in some kind of trickery, but maybe she didn't need any more tricks.
Maybe she just knew that this chick is dumb.
Well, I was kind of thinking, like, okay, if it was before Google, if this was like, if she was from the 90s or something, 'cause she was kind of modern, but she could have been.
How long has Sephora been around?
That's what I was gonna say. It's like, that kind of ruins that theory. We're definitely getting into spoilers, so I'm sorry, you guys. But yeah, Nick Offerman played one of the ornaments. Eddie Murphy, the wife, she's another very famous actress. She's in a bunch of TV shows. I can't think of her name, though.
So it started in 1970 in Paris with the first U.S. store. She didn't have a Paris accent, French accent. It was 1998. So that means she was at least in the post-internet time. And even without the internet, if you're going to be turned into a little trinket, you go to the library, get an encyclopedia, look up frankincense. It's very simple.
Yeah, she was not very smart.
And I'm really proud of dating these two, her because of Sephora, but the other guy, the Light the Fire guy, because Die Hard. That was more recent than 1850 at least.
Absolutely. He was played by this guy that's on SNL.
Adam Sandler.
No. And you saw what he looked like after he got turned into a human.
I don't see color.
Okay, but do you see Adam Sandler?
I don't see color in Adam Sandler either. I'm not falling for the same thing the reporter fell for.
Okay, but he very much did not look like Adam Sandler, even like if you ignore the fact that they're very different races.
That's racist.
Let me know in the comments below. Am I being racist by saying that the guy, I don't even remember his name, he's in SNL, wasn't Adam Sandler?
Could have been Chris Farley.
Brief intermission.
I forgot where we were. Oh, we were trying to figure out what SNL guy that guy was.
Oh, I'm never gonna remember his name. I don't know any names other than Colin Jost, and that's only because he's married to ScarJo.
Dan Aykroyd.
No.
He was in SNL?
I believe you, but I am 99% sure that this was not Dan Aykroyd. But I could not say for certain who Dan Aykroyd is.
He gained a lot of weight. He looks different than what you remember in SNL.
I don't remember what he looks like.
Elwood.
Ever. Who?
Elwood?
Who?
From the Blues Brothers?
Oh!
You were literally dancing with him 2 weeks ago.
Is he the tall one or the short one?
The tall, skinny one.
Okay.
He's a bigger guy now, and he's balding.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, he's like 70 now, so.
That's not who I was dancing with.
Sure looked like Elwood to me.
Yeah, it's very convincing, but like old Elwood, not old Elwood. Anyway, would you recommend this movie?
Yeah, it was a fun one. I enjoyed it. I like Eddie Murphy movies, so that really does it for me. Remember that movie that we watched like a year ago with Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill?
Haunted Mansion?
No, it was a Netflix
Other
movie.
People.
I think that's what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked Eddie Murphy in that one.
That was, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that one. There were parts that I enjoyed and parts that I did not enjoy.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Also, I don't remember it super well. I just remember feeling really uncomfortable a lot of the time.
That's how you know it's a good movie.
I disagree. I would also recommend this. It's fun, magic of Christmas, much more family oriented than like romance, rom-com, like some of the other ones that I've been watching.
Yeah, there weren't really any like love stories or anything like that in it that they always like to push into movies.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie Murphy's character is married, but there was no marital trouble other than like him not being totally honest about the curse and like a little bit of that, but it wasn't.
And
like,
he forgot the wine.
He forgot the
She
wine.
had to drink that terrible box wine.
He waited a full like 6 hours to tell her about his job. You don't even remember this.
Well, I mean, she hung up on him. How do you tell her when she hangs up on you? I blame her for that.
But it was the kind of thing that like it wasn't a real fight. It was like a moment of conflict, and then it was over, and it never got brought up again.
I like the chickens. They were wearing people clothes and
like
raising havoc.
You just liked it for the birds.
Yeah, I want those chickens. And the geese that shoot eggs at people. I need a couple of those too. I have a few people in mind that I want to target.
Me?
No.
Okay.
As long as you stay in line.
I was watching a YouTube short earlier today that was a bunch of things that Jess said in Gilmore Girls, and one of the lines was about when his car got deviled egged.
Deviled egged?
Yep. Somebody threw deviled eggs at his car, and then the next day, it was like a while that these eggs had been out and on his car. He saw it, and he was like, "What? Somebody prepared deviled eggs to throw at my car?"
I would be out there with chips.
I mean, yeah, it had been out there for a while.
Give me 20 minutes, I will lick that car clean.
And this is why you've had food poisoning, and I haven't.
I've only had food poisoning from restaurants.
That is not true.
Well, there was that one time with the 3-year-old
The
Italian
expired,
sausage.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what caused it.
What do you think caused it?
Didn't I eat some later and you didn't feel bad for me at all?
I don't think so.
I thought I ate some like a few days later because I didn't want it to go to waste.
Riveting content.
Yeah, they're enjoying it. Are you guys enjoying it? Leave a comment below if you're enjoying it. And if you're not enjoying it, you might as well unsubscribe because this is what all of the videos are.
That's not true.
It's a lot of rambling.
It's a lot of rambling. Yeah. That is true. But not always about food poisoning. Very rarely do I talk about food poisoning.
You've talked about it multiple times with me. There was when we were in Manitowoc and you yelled at me for eating a donut.
dropped a donut on the sidewalk and then ate it.
It was 5-second rule. It was fine. I didn't
It
get
was
food
a
poisoning.
Manitowoc sidewalk.
I know, that was a little gross, but it was gross that we were in Manitowoc anyways. But 5-second rule.
I didn't think that you were going to get food poisoning from the donut. I did think you were going to get, like, I don't know, hepatitis, tetanus, whatever is on the sidewalk in
Probably
Manitowoc.
worms. Well, it's Manitowoc. Probably heroin.
You were just thinking real high just from the donut.
I'm
Anyway.
addicted now.
Oh, jeez. Have you seen Candy Cane Lane?
I have. I enjoyed it.
What did you think? Or, if you haven't seen it, what's your favorite Eddie Murphy movie? Are you going to watch Candy Cane Lane? We recommend it.
Why are you even asking me? We watched it together.
I'm asking them.
Oh. Nutty Professor is probably the best one.
I haven't seen it.
She hasn't seen so many good movies.
Good night, sweet dreams.